And now it's time for one of our favorite segments, Tips for Good. So Nathan, why do we do Tips for Good every week?
Well, Michael, I'm so glad you asked, because we do Tips for Good every week because you take it on the run, baby. If that's the way you want it, baby, then I don't want you around. But I don't believe it. Not for a minute. You're under the gun, so you take it on the run.
Wow. That's a good reason to do something.
It's a very good reason.
I don't think I understand it, but I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna chew
to be
on
honest,
it.
it's one of my favorite songs, and I don't understand it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But you know what I do understand?
What do you
That
understand?
We need to make the world a better place.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Which is probably why we do the podcast. That's probably why we do this segment.
It's why we do Tips for Good.
Tips for Good is to make the world a better place.
It's to make the world. That's it.
We should write that down.
We should.
Yep.
We should, because we keep forgetting it. Every time we just forget it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just the song stuck in our head instead. So Nathan, what is our tip for good today?
Our tip for good today is to be intellectually honest about the boldness of your claims. Too often, people are so sure about what they believe, so sure about what they think that all they have to do is say it, and the truthful self-evidentness should be what convinces people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes there are some claims that are fairly self-evident. You know, the earth is round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't need to recognize that is a bold claim. However, if you are going to make a claim, like, for example, when we talked about on the pod about safe injection sites,
yeah,
you need to recognize when something at face value seems like a tough sell, and you need to do your due diligence to be patient with people as you explain it to them or as you discuss it with them.
Yeah.
So, for example, with the issue regarding safe injection sites, intuitively, it is so, like, it's counter to everything that we believe, right? Like, the idea of the best way to fight drugs is to let people come in and do drugs.
Yeah.
It's just so
Very
counterintuitive.
Yeah.
So if you're going to discuss something like that, you can't get angry at people when they say, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Totally. Yeah, there's like a few reasons why this is important. Like, one, being intellectually honest about how bold your claims are is a good check for you mentally to realize when a claim requires a lot more detail and a lot more thought and a lot more analysis. But it's also like the only way to discuss this kind of thing with other people that aren't already on your same page. And if you have an intellectually bold claim that is, and you're just talking about it with people that already agree with you, you're probably not like really scrutinizing that claim that well. Like, you might be in an echo chamber in that case. And also, and finally, like, if you are like just pretending like the thing that you're saying is automatically true and obviously true, and you don't feel the need to like defend it or to think about it deeply or anything like that, like it's mostly like intellectual laziness. You're relying on other people's unwillingness to challenge your claim and thinking that is tacit, is like acceptance of your claim. Basically, the bet you're making is people are going to be like, people are not going to be interested enough to challenge my claim.
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario for you.
Yeah. And that's Tips for Good.